Okay, I got it, Jay. Okay.
All right. Hello, Dune world. Welcome to Kitchen Table Talks. We are joined here today by Gigi and her mother, Toni. They have an amazing story that we wanted to share with our Dune community.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
I feel like we know you far better than we actually know you through our amazing PR rep, Carol Imperiali, who just loves you guys so much and talks about you all the time. And she's one of my favorite people on earth. And so therefore, you also are one of my two favorite people on earth, right, Lauren?
I would say so. I said, so Carol's husband, Chris, is how they're related. And they have the same kind eyes.
Yes.
I called the Imperiali kind eyes.
I like that. The Imperiali kind eyes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, Gigi, you've made a couple different headlines, even just as a young 11-year-old girl with your amazing story about anti-bullying. I would love if you could let our listeners and followers know exactly what happened to your story and how you were brave enough to overcome it.
So in December, I was choked and I was really scared. So I thought of a way that I could feel protected and my classmates when we're just walking in the hallways to our classes.
This was in school, Gigi?
Yeah.
So just on a normal day of school, you kind of got into a conversation with someone and they physically attacked you.
Yeah, and we were friends. I was like, what?
And it really wasn't even it really wasn't a conversation. She was walking in the hallway and you came up behind her.
I was like, hi.
And it was a boy.
Yeah.
Wow. That must have been so scary. Did it last a long time? Was it quick? Did you walk away? What happened?
So it was like 5 seconds and like I was so scared. So I immediately ran to my classroom and asked for a pass to go to the principal's office so I could explain what happened.
Which was brave. Which was really brave
I ran.
thing to do.
I was scared.
Very brave. Yeah.
You might have felt scared, but not a lot of kids would know or, have the courage to go and tell someone. That's a huge step right there. Right. And then you took it a step
number one,
then you take it to the next step, which was your idea for the whistle.
Yeah.
So you went home that night and you started thinking about the situation. You told your parents, obviously. Did you guys talk through it as a family? How did that?
Yeah, so we all asked ourselves what could benefit the school and the children that are in it. So everyone in the school could feel safe. So I was like, hey, how about like a whistle? Like it's loud and people will definitely hear it. And it will cause attention.
It would definitely call attention. Absolutely. So you went immediately out, or did your mom help you? Did you go and get a whistle and bring it to school with you? What happened?
So my mom ordered some packs of whistles on Amazon, and once it came, I put on my whistle and I went to school. And my brother
right around your neck, right?
Yep.
Yep. And I know that because you sent my girls whistles so that they can feel safe as well.
Yeah.
So did you tell any of the other kids in school what the whistle was for, or were you waiting to see if something else happened again? Like what was your mindset?
A lot of people were asking what it was for. So I told them, I gave some to people and I was like, if you ever need help and like someone's bothering you and there's no teachers around, you blow your whistle as hard as you can and someone will help you. Even if it's a kid, they'll help you and bring you to a teacher. And I told them, you can't play with them. This is not for playing. This is serious stuff. Like you can't just blow it out of nowhere when like no one's bothering you.
Because no one will take it seriously if you blow it.
Like the boy who cried wolf, right? I talk to my girls about that all the time. How did your friends react?
They thought it was a great idea.
That happens to me all the time. All the time. I move a lot when I talk.
Yeah, because when I was reading up on your story, the choking incident wasn't the first time that the bullying was around, and you're not the only person that it seems like this bully and maybe his group of friends targeted. So that you came up with a solution that your friends probably didn't even know that they really needed. That's amazing.
Thank you.
It is. It's outstanding. Good job, Mom.
No, no,
Raising a smart kid.
no, listen, I
Brave,
have a lot
yeah.
of support and great family and my husband, and I'm lucky. I have great friends, really. It's, everyone around us. We've been lucky.
Toni, do you go by Toni?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Did you hear about, had you heard about the bullying previous to this, or was this just a shock to you?
Well, the same child that had hurt Gigi had hurt my son back in elementary school.
Gosh.
So when they were in about first grade, and then he had gone to another school district. So then Gigi had a incident with another child, some language that was inappropriate. So we started talking about, well, what would be a good thing that you could wear in school? Or have in school if someone, you started to use language that made you uncomfortable, because here where we live, fifth grade is in the middle school. So that's when Gigi said, well, what about a whistle? So we had the whistles. And then when this incident came up, and it was the same child, that's when we were like, are you kidding me? So it led to Gigi with the whistle and my husband running for the Board of Ed and getting elected.
Wow.
Really.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And
Thank
I'll let him
you.
know. So it really, because of Gigi's actions, it really led to this kind of movement in this school where I saw older children, 8th graders, 7th graders. Gigi was telling me she'd be on one side of the building and she'd hear whistles being blown, and people were running to get help. This is how they started communicating. So her class is now known as like the class of helpers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gigi helped them all kind of find their voice.
I'm wondering for you, Toni, like I'm hearing this story. I don't have any kids myself, but like if I heard this story, I would immediately want to go into full mama bear mode and just protect and attack. But it seems like you really more so gave Gigi the space to figure out how to stick up for herself. Was that hard? How did you do that?
Well,
how did you not over mom?
That is a really good question. And I'm going to
you know what? I had to do that because I knew that if she didn't go to school the next day, she'd never go back. If I didn't force her, I knew that her brother was there, and she's the little sister to all of the baseball players that Anthony plays with, and she cheerleads. But I also know, because of what I do for a living, that the child that had hurt Anthony in the past and had hurt Gigi must have had some kind of trauma, that he would have been so physical or been so aggressive. So I knew that there was a way that Gigi could, work around this and kind of address this in a way where I didn't have to be combative, because in my eyes, I felt that the school had failed. I didn't really feel that it was the child. I felt like we need to address the school. What's the issue? Not so much the child. We did file criminal charges. I don't know how that worked out, how that was resolved. And, really it didn't matter to us. It was more about what services could we put in place that would help. So that's why, of course, you're initially like, how could anyone do this to my child? But then you take a step back and you go, okay, because like I said, it's really about what I do for a living that made me get to that place where I said, all right, Gigi, you have to be able to be an advocate for yourself. Because then if Gigi can be the role model and other kids can advocate for themselves, then you think the school won't be violent, kids won't be aggressive. You try to think long term, and then that will create an environment for everyone.
Absolutely. My head kind of kept going back to the actual child who was doing the physical bullying, and how, that doesn't happen out of the blue, right?
No.
Something has happened to that child.
Right. And we saw the video, and the video was heartbreaking. That is what really stuck with me when you see that kind of footage.
You saw the child attack Gigi?
Yeah, we had to see it.
Oh my gosh.
And that was really what stuck with me. I mean, you can see like the fear in your child's eyes because the child came up out of nowhere. Gigi didn't even see him coming. And when you see Gigi almost attacked and her posture, how she's so frightened, I mean, that's really almost made me physically ill.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine. As you know, I have 2 girls and
Yeah.
they're younger right now, but just I need to probably learn how to handle myself a little bit better. I get hot real quick.
No, I mean, of course. We all do. We do.
Yeah.
But, you know, so.
Yeah. I I just admire you so much for both of you for handling it the way you handled it. And I hope one of the things that we talk about a lot with COVID is, you know, children who are at home, not saying that this child was being abused or anything like that, because it could be something he saw on TV or whatever, but the kids who are home during COVID and stuck home really concerns me because school was probably kind of their safe space or their, so we talk about that a lot and how, you know, are there ways to help or I don't know.
It's been we've talked about that too. It's been very difficult. And
Yeah.
with the school year approaching, you know, it's going to be even worse. I just don't know.
Now, Gigi, let's talk about the upcoming school year. Are you going to be totally homeschooled? Are you doing remote learning and in person? What's happening in New Jersey?
I think we're gonna do virtual for 2 months, and then in November we're gonna do 2 times a week. You go in school and you have a teacher and you have to bring your Chromebook and then they're gonna teach you. And then I think it's gonna keep doing that.
Wow. Kind of keep building upon any small successes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Are you excited to go back 2 days or are you feeling nervous? How are you feeling about it?
I'm excited because I want to see my friends, I want to see my teachers, and I want to see like how they're doing.
Have you been able to like feel like you're learning from virtually, or are you just like, please, I just want a teacher to walk me through this?
I feel like I'm learning, but there's some moments when I don't understand at all. And I wish, please, there'd be a teacher.
Yeah. I just want to raise
sometimes
my
I need like help.
Yeah, absolutely. My girls are going back 2 days a week and then remote learning 3 days a week. And they're younger, so that's going to be very interesting. You know, we're hoping to find a tutor to help us or some sort of help because it's going to be challenging. So let's talk about some fun questions.
Okay.
What should we dive into?
So my question is, clearly you got a lot of your superhero qualities from your mom because she's a pretty super lady. Well, I mean, hello.
Someone raised her.
Yes. Is there a fictional superhero that you like super look up to and you're like, oh, if I could be a superhero, I'd want to be this person?
Probably like Wonder Woman. I don't know.
That's a good one.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Gigi, who's your celebrity crush?
We were talking about that question. I knew.
I had to prep her.
Or do you have one? Or not even a crush. Maybe it's just someone you look up to kind of in the celebrity world. Maybe it's I don't know. Do you guys even do influencers at your age? Maybe it's an influencer, someone like inspirational on Instagram. I don't know. Justin's laughing at me.
Because
I do the same exact thing you're doing right now.
I was upstairs trying to make myself look presentable, and Lauren already had you all prepped. Okay. Or maybe like when
it was just the same verbiage of, I don't even know what the kids
what
are
are you
into.
kids into these days? Yeah, like my Lila went through a JoJo Siwa stage, like hardcore. So I don't know. Do you have any celebs that you really look up to, or people that you love watching and learning about?
I would have to say Malala Yousafzai. I look up to her because I love reading books about her. And Bethany Hamilton. I look up to those two people because,
Bethany Hamilton, did you say?
yeah.
The surfer?
We lost
She's
her arm.
amazing. Yeah.
I got
wow.
to meet her once at a surf show that we did for Dune, and she was so nice and cool. And
Really?
yeah, she was super sweet. Great lady.
That's a
supermodel. Or supermodel. Super
role model.
Super role model. Cat got my tongue a little bit today.
What are your plans moving forward? You're going to be remote learning and hopefully going back to school soon. Have you learned anything through COVID? Any any like inspirational stories that you've been through during COVID, or things that you've learned that you can carry forward?
I don't know. I've learned to like put on my mask and like stay away from other people.
Yeah.
Like even outside walking, like walking my dog, I stay away from people as far as possible because I want to live.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Me
Where
too.
we live in Bergen County, New Jersey, the numbers have been very high here.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, they're low, but initially when it all first started, our county was hit very hard.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, right off the bat in March, we were very like, keep your distance, wear your mask. We didn't see family for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
So I think it was that kind of, isolation in the beginning. And, so I think we've all kind of learned to appreciate our family, the ones that we can see. I mean, we can't see our Aunt Carol and Uncle Chris, but we miss them. But,
Soon, hopefully.
Well, so we were all bored for a long time. Was there any like new game or activity or imagination game that you came up with to like keep yourself from being bored?
So one of the games I love playing, it's also my mom's favorite. It's called Robot Face. Is that what it's called? Robot Face? It's when you you have to find the robot. You roll like this thing. There's balls in like the little sphere. You roll it and you get all the characteristics like blue eyes, like a green face, and you have to find it on the board. And I always win.
It's like a matching game.
That's why she likes it. She always wins.
And there's like hundreds of robots. I'm like, oh, found it.
But you notice like the kids became more creative. We baked our old crayons and made these big crayon molds, and a lot of plays. We had a lot of plays here.
Play, yeah, because you're super into theater.
Yeah, Gigi had gotten a lead in the Aladdin play in the middle school.
I was a genie.
That's
and
awesome.
Spanish. She learned it was in Spanish, and then.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Can you be like my best friend and teach me Spanish and how to be the Toni?
Seriously.
Yeah.
We have a few comments. A lot of people just saying hello and how inspirational the story is. Kate Kalazi said, what an amazing young lady. Sarah Kazalt said, you should be very proud of your daughter. Gigi, you're awesome.
Oh, say thank you.
Thank you.
Aww, what a beautiful, brave, special girl. You are amazing.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of love coming your way.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Oh my gosh. Look, hearts everywhere. If anyone has any questions for Gigi or Toni, feel free to send them via Facebook. Let's see. I'm always so nosy about people and like random questions. What's your favorite food, favorite meal in the world?
All the way. I can eat spaghetti every day.
Me too.
Every single day.
What kind of sauce?
Marinara.
Yes. Yes. Me too. I could legit have a big bowl of spaghetti for dinner every night with red sauce. Sometimes change it up with like a fra diavolo, like a spicy red sauce, then a marinara with a little Parmesan cheese.
I'm more of an olive oil kind of gal.
Are you?
That's just me. I'm not Italian.
Pasta.
I'm only not Italian here.
Seafood?
Yeah, seafood.
Gigi loves seafood.
Shrimp, lobster, crab. If you hand me any outrageous food, alligator. I'm the person in my family who loves eating outrageous foods. Like me and Anthony might not even eat lobster or like alligator. I'm like, I'll try it.
Gigi will try anything.
When's your birthday, Gigi?
May 1st.
Pisces?
Yeah.
Are you a Pisces?
I think
Taurus?
Is that
Taurus?
May. Oh, sorry, May. Why did I go to March? May 1st. Yes, that's Taurus.
What did the alligator taste like?
It was weird.
It was weird.
Really disgusting.
Tough.
Scaly.
Yeah.
It was very
Ooh.
tough. It was
Ooh.
weird.
Okay. I'm glad you tried it. My girls love mussels. My Alexa loves like mussels marinara. Yep, she loves it. I'm trying to think if Lila's not as much of an adventurous eater, but Lex will try pretty much anything.
Yeah.
And if she likes it,
Yes.
yeah. So you're good in New England. You need to come up to Maine, have some lobster rolls, and
Yeah.
Now, I spy a Dune set of earrings, and I'm pretty sure I spy another Dune necklace. Do you guys have a favorite beach or a story that we've been able to capture in a piece of Dune for you guys?
Oh, we're Dune obsessed.
Yes, this is my favorite
That's
bracelet.
Gigi's favorite.
I wear it
Oh,
every
touch the
single day,
world.
7 continents. And these are my sisters that I wear almost every day because they fit perfectly and they're not too heavy because I won't wear heavy earrings.
Yeah.
Too much weight and I'm like,
And I wear this every day. These are actually flower petals. My father had passed away, and these were from his funeral. And Aunt Carol and Uncle Chris had this made. So I wear this every day. And actually, I swear with COVID, this had really gotten me through COVID. Every day I'd wear this as like my armor, like get through the day, get through the day. So he's been gone for over 2 years, but this piece, I love this. Thank you. So this is my favorite. But these are also Dune. I love these. These are mother
Yes.
of pearl.
really?
Yeah, these mother of pearl.
Alina,
Oh my
those are, Alina earrings
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the Camille Costa collection. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember seeing the necklace that you're wearing before it shipped out, and I just thought it was really beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's beautiful. Your stuff is amazing.
The flowers really they pop out of that piece. I just thought it's beautiful, and I'm so happy that you love it.
Thank you. I love it. It's my favorite piece of jewelry ever, actually.
Check and see if we have any other questions.
I got another one for Toni.
Yes.
So Gigi's the middle child of 3.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a lawyer.
Yes.
How are you not going crazy right now? What are you doing to survive?
Are you working full time, and mothering full time, and?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's been very hard. I mean, women, it's hard. I don't know how women do it. I grew up in a very traditional family where, my father and grandfather would say, oh, Toni, go to school. You can do everything. You can go to school, you can get a college degree, you can have a family, you can be president of the United States. And I feel like, when the pandemic hit, I was like, women cannot we can't do everything. I wish someone would have said, you really can't do everything. So I have moments where I will have court hearings, which are confidential, and I will have to say to the kids, like, you have to go downstairs, you have to be quiet. So they know, like, Title IX New Jersey law, which is like the child welfare laws, like nobody's business. Gigi has taught me about the ecosystem, which I knew nothing about. But it's difficult. I'm like a very social person, and I have not been able to see a lot of my social people that I love through work. It's been very hard. I think the kids have learned, I've said, especially to the girls, like, you don't have to do all this as you get older. If you just want to have a family, you can just have a family. If you just want to work and let your career be your life, you can do that too. I mean, it's been very difficult. It's been exhausting,
Funny that you say that. I was just, Carol sent me over some interview questions from a magazine that we're working with, and it was something like, how do you keep everything balanced? Assuming that I keep everything balanced. And I said, I don't. No. I think that balance is important. I do. And I strive someday to have that between family and work. But I said, I am not balanced when it comes to family and work, but I do give myself grace and allow myself to be imperfect all the time. Yeah. Because if you don't, you're going to you're going to dislike yourself. You're going to have issues with self-esteem because you're putting too much pressure on yourself. And I did it for long enough. And now I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to get everything done. We're going to have a great day. I've got a great team around me, but I have 2 little girls at home and a business to run. And no, I mean, do I have dinner on the table every night? No.
No.
Am I throwing a pizza in the oven 2 nights a week? Yes. Like,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I'll be like, here's your pizza, drink a smoothie too, right? That's
Yeah,
my
we're doing
balance.
the best we can.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I work, it's hard now that we're home. I feel like the hours we're working are even longer because
For
we're so
sure.
accessible. We're so available. I mean, I'm lucky. My husband is a lieutenant with the fire department. So he doesn't work every day. He works every 4th day for 24 hours. So thank goodness I have him here. But, you know, some days, 12-hour days. And then, you know, when the workers are calling, of course, you have to be there for them. They need you if they're out in the home or they have a situation. And it's, so we're some days are better than others. Some days are horrible. Some days are amazing. More
Yeah.
amazing days, but you know, and some nights
Yeah.
I say, kids, I'm sorry, today was really terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and thank God they keep me in check too. They'll say, Ma, today was terrible. Get it together.
Yeah.
You know?
You're a mess.
Yeah, just like I say to them, like, guys, get it together. Tomorrow better not be like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a roller coaster for sure. It still is. And the thing is majority of women's lives have been uprooted and completely changed, whereas majority of men's and I know this is a broad statement and that's okay. I'm fine saying it. Majority of men's lives really haven't changed. And my husband still gets up, goes to work every day like he did previously.
Right, I agree. Yeah.
It's just different for women.
Yeah, no, I mean, and two, with my husband going out in the beginning, it was, oh my God, does he have the virus? Is he bringing it here?
Mhm.
You know, initially, because he's a first responder, will he come home? Will he be sick? Will we get through this? So after that hurdle, and it's still a hurdle, but I think we're just kind of accustomed to that kind of worry, you know,
Yeah.
it's been a lot. I mean, the kids have adapted tremendously well, but every day it's been a new challenge.
Absolutely.
Right?
Not agree more. So we have one last thing to talk about. I'm just going to look at any questions here. And actually, Lauren might have more. But
Yeah, I'm like, last thing.
Yeah.
I haven't
Whoa.
done questions yet.
Mine is the fact that Gigi's a great dancer.
Oh, is she?
Oh.
She gets that from her
Loves
father.
to dance.
Right?
What kind
That's
of music
daddy.
do you like to dance to?
Everything.
Hip hop, Juice WRLD, Post Malone.
Mommy's old rap music that
Yeah.
she listens to. She gets that from her father.
Oh, really? Is he a good dancer? He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
rhythm?
Oh, yeah,
At
right?
college, we would have
Love
these
that.
competitions,
Yeah.
and I would always.
Gigi's an excellent dancer.
We have dance parties at night.
Well,
Me and the girls.
Gigi, so you were in the drama club. You're a dancer. I heard you're a cheerleader too.
Mhm.
Is there one activity you miss doing the most? Like you're like, oh, if I just give me a stage and a couple of lines and I'll read them. Or is it the dancing or is cheerleading? Like, what's your
Softball.
favorite?
Oh,
I love
Um,
that. Mm.
What
Sitting
position
in
did
my
you have?
cleats. Oh, always shortstop. Always. My favorite.
That's
Always.
The real athletic kid right there.
Yeah, right? That's great.
That is. Now,
Thank you.
I always like to ask, what has been your like guilty pleasure or little thing that you do for yourself? This is for both of you, that keeps you happy and positive during all of this crazy time. What's your little treat that you allow yourself? Maybe a bath, maybe
Ice cream. Maybe the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
I read. Like, I don't have a lot of time to read because I'm always like doing stuff. Like, I might paint, I might like run outside in the backyard, I might do all this stuff and clean and like, oh, finally time I can read and like slow down and like finally rewind.
Aw,
love that.
that's great.
Oh, Gigi. Mine is a Snickers bar.
Ah,
Not in the fridge.
Mhm. But I have to hide them.
that's a good one, Toni. Snickers are so good. I forget how good they are. Have you had the Snickers ice cream bars?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. No.
They're Amazing. Have you?
Oh yeah, because I like
Oh,
the ice cream
they're
bars
amazing.
almost more than the
Yep.
bar itself.
Yeah. Do
Are
yourself
they
a favor.
good?
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
well,
That's what we're doing.
yeah, that's what we're doing.
You want to know how to ruin a diet? I could give you like 5
Yeah,
tips.
Oh goodness. Yep.
Mhm.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm also a very big reader, especially when I was your age. My nose was always in a book. I'm just
That's
wondering.
Gigi,
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's like a series that you've been reading or.
What's the one Danny just gave you? The Hades, the 3.
Oh, there was Halo, Hades, and Heaven,
Interesting.
Never heard of
and she makes the covers for the book. So she's like, "Here, try these," and I'm like, "Okay." So I really like the Poison Apples and like all these advanced books, because I give all my old books that I don't read to Nina, my younger sister. So sometimes she'll pick out a book and read.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So you're
That's
more
right.
at the YA reading level rather
Yeah.
than okay.
Gigi,
Have you-
yeah.
And you've done the Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
What
I've read
house
it
are you
on
getting sorted into?
I don't.
Ravenclaw. And then Ravenclaw.
So you're a smart kid. Sounds right. I could also pin you for a Gryffindor though, because you're very brave, and that's a very Gryffindor quality right there. But you love yellow. That's Hufflepuff. So maybe you're just go to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's one of my nerds. So.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm into it.
All right. Well, yeah, we covered all of it.
I'm concerned she doesn't have a celebrity crush. We've got to work on this.
I never thought of like having crushes before.
Ugh.
Like I've had like a few kids I have a crush on, but like not anymore.
I mean,
Like,
my
I guess
age
it
was
doesn't
like
have to
new
be-
edition, new kids on the block.
Right.
She doesn't have a crush at her age. We've
That's
got to work on
fine.
this.
You don't need to be bothered by
No,
anybody
that's
else. Keep
true.
focusing on you.
That's true. Toni, my girls have been obsessed with Fuller House, the TV show Fuller House.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
I
love that series. I love it.
I
Oh,
couldn't
I've watched
watch
it,
it
like,
when it
5
was
times.
popular when I was a kid, but I couldn't stand it. My sisters loved it though.
did they?
Yeah.
Well, I watched Full House when I was younger.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse.
But the Fuller House series it's pretty good.
Yeah, they watched it. They love it.
They do. Oh, good. Yeah, it's good. It's just, but now it's like on loop when
Yes.
we're watching TV. It's the choice. So I'm getting over the
What was
Fuller
the
House
football one
situation.
you were
Oh, but what made me think of that is New Kids on the Block was on Fuller House the other night when the girls were watching it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they are so cute.
They are, yeah.
Yeah,
that
They
was,
still are.
concert.
What's that?
There
At
was
the concert. Yeah, it was so good. Joey McIntyre is still adorable.
yeah, Nina loves him.
Was the first celebrity I ever met. I was your age when I met him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had a black eye because he was playing football with someone, I think on Nantucket, and the football smashed his sunglasses.
Oh,
I have the picture. It's very embarrassing.
it's so cute.
I was like, oh, I cried. But I was that age. You don't know that celebrities are actually real people. So
Yeah.
I was like, Joey McIntyre.
I never knew that story.
Because it's an old story.
I love it.
It's a very old story.
Marky Mark was my first
Of course.
encounter. Yep. At a New Kids on the Block concert. Tiffany and New Kids on the Block. And my friend Kelly and I were outside. We had to go to the bathroom, and then we were looking at the backstage area, and Marky Mark was just sitting there telling everyone about his new album coming out.
Oh my God, I'm jealous.
So it was before he even did anything, and we were like, okay, whatever. Like, didn't even get a picture with him. We just didn't. Yeah.
And he was telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Never listen to a
vibrations.
boy when they tell you they have a record deal coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so nice to put kind of a face to the name and actually have a conversation, because we see you guys on social media, and again, we talk to Carol and Chris about you all the time, and this was really great.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I think our listeners definitely learned a lot from you today, Gigi, and you too, Tony. So
Oh, no,
thank
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Gigi, keep being brave.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you. Mwah.
Thank you.
Bye.